hell, mate. Just fucking. Oh, well. Now I can't eat the fucking food because the food's the tripod or whatever. You want me to fucking say something, you'll have to comment. The button's in the way. Hiya. How's it going? I'm slightly pissed off that I can't go to the fucking martial arts crap today because I cracked my back and something fucking went wrong. I don't know what. Nevertheless, it could be worse. And now I want to go more because I can't go. God bless. Who's God? Who is it? You need to explain. Who's God to you? Is it Ganesh? Or is it the man out of the Bible? Because if that's the one you're on about, subconscious sabotage, God better go away. We don't want anything to do with that. Grab the camera from Lamar Jackson, edit, please. I don't know what that means. You need to elaborate, mate. Is that some sort of synchronicity though? Yeah. I'll tell you what. We'll see if we can the fucking shopping centre thing. It didn't quite hit. Oh well. You miss every shot you don't take. And you're all, not all here, but the people that are only learning from the Bible, I learned that from a man that plays Battlefield. Jack frags. Wow, only one person's here, as if I give a shit. They're all just fucking numbers. I mean, like, somebody say something worthwhile here. Because I'm sick of saying stuff. How much worthwhile stuff do I have to say on here? Hiya, gamer boy. How are you doing, man? Somebody's lucky day, though. Have you ever been in prison? No, I've been in the loony bin, mate. It's, I don't know what prison's like. Wow, the loony bin's off its head. They're giving you neurological poison and you can't feel your emotions, but there's a lot of entertaining characters everywhere. So, really, it was a blessing. Where are you from? It depends on which part of me you're speaking to, but to answer your question without being a twat, Wigan, representing the coal miners, legitimate business. Where are you from? Azerbaijan. Is that on this planet? Which solar system's that from? Nah. Well, listen, mate. Is it good though? Because it's shit here. Wigan lad eating a pie. No, this is a butty. If I had a pie, I'd be able to fly to the sky. See, when we were working down Tar Pit, all we had was the laughs and giggles from the fuck off. I can't even be bothered being witty. I'm eating food and you're enjoying it. The two people. Come to my country. Why? I'm gonna need a bit more incentive than that. Butty. I don't know what type of word it is, mate. It's a word that people say where I'm from. You know, I went to Portugal when I was about 15, and some English people kept coming in to her, like, you know, cafe, and she had something that she had chip butty on the menu, but her pronunciation of it was chibuta. I fancy a chibuta, but I'm skint. Chip butty, yeah. What's my name? Nadanian. Should be hot. It's on the channel, mate. Danny? No, Nadanian. Thank you. What's funny, mate? This is very serious, this. There'll be no laughing here. Why aren't I going home? Home's here, mate. What do you mean, home? Why aren't you asking that to a seagull? My home is my vessel at the minute. Do I have the ability? No, everybody's gone. Are you homeless? Well, technically, I have a property, mate, but I fucked it off and decided that I needed to be uncomfortable to grow. So technically, no, but no, I'm camping. There's a difference, mate. What am I going around like in a circle begging for money? No, I'm not homeless, I'm camping. So I'm not homeless. If you want to call me homeless, then be my guest. Bro, you're the best. You're just the best of the best. You don't know me. How do you know I'm the best of the best? I'm not disagreeing with you, but how do you know? Listen, man, I appreciate it though. Why is the sign behind you upside down? Because this is a capitalist haven. What the fuck's going on here? Some sort of fucking nonsense. Oh. Better off not getting involved in whatever that is. And you're showing the street. Yeah, there you are. Clifton. Your face with a wide smile says you're a good man with a good heart. Yeah, but have you ever seen the Cheshire Cat? You know what I mean? What about the Joker? No, man, I appreciate the compliments. No, I'm not an American. Do I sound American to you? Seriously? I'm not a performing monkey, man. You say it. I'll say this for you, though. Abominable. 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 Then who are you? I'm Nadanian, man. This is Patrick. What do you mean, who am I? I'm from Wigan. I am from England. Wow, that was quite nice actually, that butty. You know, when you're on the street, because you couldn't be asked. We don't have balls out here, people. This is the fucking bush. All right. Rose's mum off the Titanic probably wouldn't like it. Unfortunately, I don't give a shit. So, yeah. We will be having the soup. I need to set this fucking camera up properly here. What? Bro, go and eat someone. I mean, like, why would I want to be eating human? Fucking... Oh, I'm sick of this, me. I want to eat someone. It's not a bad idea, to be fair. You know what I mean? I'm sick of these fucking people around here. Most of them, anyway. They'll be in the brig before they know it if they don't start asking the right questions about the butterfly effect of reality. Anyway, I'm not yet sure. I can't even be asked getting into that sort of fucking shit. Just end up getting neurotic. We're better off like breathing at this point. It's just I use translator to write when you say something. Sometimes I don't understand. I'm from Russia. Hello, my Russian friend. You know, do you know what I like? Those channels in Russia that have like the big cats and shit. I'd love to have just like a panther. That'd be ace. That if I got a big cat as a pet. See, I don't. If I buy an animal, I wouldn't see it as a pet. It's me mate. I'd want it, but I'd only get one if I could take it hunting, because otherwise I'm not getting it unless it can fulfill its instincts and all that. Yes, hello. Did you hear about Hulk Hogan? No. Why, what's happened? Oh, Lord Trump, save from the liberal, protect us from the woke, mind virus, deliver us from the gay, blah, blah, blah. To Lord Trump we pray. All right, mate. What I will say I don't know fucking Trump personally, so whenever it comes to celebrities or anything like posed through the media, you never want to make any assumptions about somebody's character until you've actually been in their presence, dear. But this I will say, I don't think the media is like depicting anybody accurately. So people think that Trump's like an idiot. He's not necessarily. Anyway, we're eating this soup here. That's not too bad. We're doing a review on cold soup here. Because in a survivals, if we're in a zombie apocalypse, you'll have to have it exactly as I'm having it here. What's the review going to be out of 11? The essence of tomato in it is quite rich. It's supposed to be tomato and red pepper, and I can taste it. There's no complaints here. We're in a fucking zombie apocalypse. So this is, we're not going to go overboard like most people do out of 10. Or, this is out of 11. 11 is like, you know what I mean? You're drooling from the mouth and nothing if you're having 11. So that in mind, this is like, I don't know, 5.1, which is a pretty good score, really. You love watching me. I appreciate that, man. What kind of soap? Whatever can get my hands on, mate. But if it has a load of chemicals in it, then it'll make your fucking balls not work as well. Not that big of a deal, though, because testosterone's psychosomatic. So whenever you get these, if you want to you take care of your hormones, you better realize that that's the primary thing. And this most of all.
Yeah, I've thought about it, but I weighed up the options. And like one of the options is easier, but I don't get to say it.
I can hear the number 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I will continue. Gorilla's Chef. How is Damon Albarn? Is he doing all right? Hulk Hogan died. Well, rest in peace. I'm not going to pretend like I give a shit because I don't even know him. See, this is a point I want to make, right? I'll get to that in a minute. This is a point I want to make. Whenever some celebrity dies, everybody jumps on the bandwagon and starts saying like, "Oh, it's a big shame." You don't even know them. Like, how can you claim that you give a shit about somebody dying if you don't even know them? Right? Yeah, if you appreciated what they did and like who they were and that, then maybe you might get a bit upset about it. But I have seen people just jumping on bandwagons when somebody's dead. Look, right, I appreciate Heath Ledger's Joker role probably more than the people that are harping on about it. Like, they're banging on about that because he died. Had he not have died, they wouldn't put it on the pedestal. Do you get what I'm saying? But nevertheless, it is actually a really brilliant role that he played. How did I lose my tooth? Not teeth, tooth. That's the only one missing. I had young man syndrome when I was younger and kept encountering situations that demanded courage. And I didn't know what I was doing. And it kept perpetuating. And one month I decided, fuck this, I'm going all in here. And basically, I got into a load of trouble and got jumped. And yeah, well, one of the jumping incidents, I got it knocked out. But I decided never to get it replaced because in that moment I was being quite brave. So yeah, there you go. You need to sit up here. Remember to always have good posture if you want your bones to develop properly. And you don't want all this knackered energy in your body. Trouble is this camera is, can I put it, hang on. Now you've got a background. Now you've got a background, everybody. I don't know what that means. Bro, if you had $1 million, what would you do on turn one? We're playing Monopoly. Is it UK? Yes, it is. If I had $1 million, I don't know, I'd probably just fucking got pub or something. I don't know what I'd do. I don't really, I want a lot of money, don't get me wrong. But money is not the primary motivating factor behind what I consider to be success. You've got to find what actually drives you. If you're driven by money, you need to pack it in because it's just a tool. Mate, I don't know what that means. I don't have time to Google translate that. Very boring. This, oh, is it? Well, I'm not really putting a great amount of effort in. I don't really care if it's boring, mate. We'll turn it off then. You know what I mean? This is something to do while I have a can of soup. Take it or leave it. If you're depressed, always be in motion, which is why dancing is one of the best things you can do because it's expression. Life is a dance. The city is boring. Well, what, Bristol? It's not really. If you go anywhere else in UK, it's not. This place is way more interesting than any of the others that I encountered on my journey. This is the best bit of England as far as I can tell. However, this place is posh twat central. Not to say everybody's bad, but you get stuck up twats around here. Nevertheless, I don't mind it too much. So, a lot of men experience depression, right? You might want to think your way out of it. I've talked about this before, I'll talk about it again. What you want to do is take it down to the foundation. How do you awaken your senses? You start with the breath. move around, and we're here in a third dimensional reality, people. So you want to be able to move your body in any way you see fit. You know what I mean? This is the holy grail. This is the holy grail. Nobody can tell me it's not. What if this is all you had? Appreciation of what there is the true currency of life. Cheers. What for? Show me what you're drinking. I'm drinking soup, mate. It's good for you. The drink, yeah, it's soup. Hello, everybody. Right on target. See, we ought to have some appreciation for the suffering the cows go to for this. However, I don't have much in abundance at the minute, so bottoms up. We can appreciate the sacrifice that the cow has made. I can taste the bile. I thought it was coffee. Well, don't make assumptions, mate. I tell you, this is a benign example of where assumptions are going to be, because like, if you make the wrong assumption and then you misjudge somebody's character, and then your treatment of them is completely inaccurate. Well, I'm fucking. I can't even be arsed talking. I cannot be bothered. Chicken. I think we better save that for tomorrow because I'm pretty done with this. Don't mix all the food. Why? I need to eat something, mate. I want to build my body. Unfortunately, I've fucked up my back. Oh, it only hurts when I breathe. Stop, drink severe diarrhea. No. You're thinking too much, mate. Do you know how much milk went before? What's that based on? There'll be no diarrhea. You're acting like I've never consumed something before. Severe diarrhea? I don't think so. How do you know? Look, right, when I was little, I used to eat a lot of grapes, and I used to have the same problem, like, you know, that a lot of people have when you do that, and it comes out like fucking, like, you know, water. But after a bit, you get used to it, and then it doesn't happen anymore. It's all adaptation. I really would like to see you. Yeah, but we don't know each other. I'm sure we might see each other at some point, mate. What city you're in? Bristol. What else is there to eat here? What a fucking sick. Anyway, I'm going to eat this orange and then I'm going to go. So if you've got any burning questions, then I suggest you ask them. No? Alright. I shall wait patiently if somebody is asking a worthwhile question in case you are articulating your question. Was there a point to this? Not really. That's up for you to decide. I appreciate that. Originality is the spice of life. Bro, can you show me your money? Can you show me what your money looks like? No, because I don't have any. I have the financial management of like them off Wolf of Wall Street. 20,000 on the sides. What did it say? Cure cancer? They did cure cancer, so that's why we got him, you dickhead. You love me. Well, love is a relative term, so I will take that as the truth. But you've never met me, so you can't love me. Not fully, but I believe you. Why'd you feel sorry for me? Why is that? I'm doing well, mate, despite what you might think about my situation. So long as I'm growing, I'm fine. When I had comfort, that's when I was not all right, funnily enough. Do you know what the problem is with modern society? Many of us are seduced by comfort and we do not reach the limit of our capabilities. Problem. You know the song, me and my mates used to laugh about this song, YOLO by The Lonely Island. You know, the thing about furniture killing machines. It's quite true. Fuck these people. I don't really give a shit, man. You do realise, like, you stop giving a shit what people think after a bit. If I want to sit here and eat food and make a video, like, what business is it of anybody else's? Look at him. Well, you're a twat, and that's the end of that. You know what I mean? We're all twats in a way. But what type of twat are you? See, some people just go around making assumptions. Some people judge, right? Sometimes judgment is warranted. But I have found that certain types of self-expression are only met with ridicule when they are actually very brave. I'm not saying me sitting here and eating this fucking shit and talking to you lot is brave. It's not really. But let's say you're feeling like skipping down the street like a fucking child, listening to your favorite music and just being a, living in the sunlight, living in the fun light, having a wonderful time. Like, you know, I tell you, you'll look at some people and you'll see in their eyes that they want to ruin your day. You ask yourself why that is. What, that's their kick? You know that song, That's Life. Some people get their kicks stomping on a dream, but I don't let it get me down. 'Cause this fine old world, it keeps spinning around. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out. And I know one thing. Each time I find myself laying flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in thread. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Thank you all for joining me. And remember, that's life.